Hello Helldivers, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're diving into a tier list ranking of all the warbonds we received over the past year. I'll be judging them based on their armor designs, the passives, stratagems, weapons, and the overall amount of content they provided. Early on we were getting warbonds every month, but Arrowhead has since shifted to a bi-monthly schedule to prioritize quality over quantity. Some of the first warbonds were a bit rough, so this change makes sense. And also I want to take a moment to thank all of you for helping me reach 100 subscribers. It means a lot, and my next goal is to hit that 1000 subscriber mark. So if you enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Let me know in the comments how would you rank each warbond and whether you agree or disagree with my list. Now let's get started. Alright, let's get started with the Steel Veterans warbond. Very versatile warbond. With our first gun, we have the P4 Senator, excellent for taking out hulks and chargers. Mainly heavy armored enemies. Then we have the AC-23 Liberator Concussive, a reliable assault rifle that can stagger enemies. We have the G10 Incendiary, powerful area of effect blast against bug swarms. Then we have the Breaker Incendiary, a classic with the pellet spread, offering substantial fire damage for crowd control against bugs. And then we have the Jar 5 Dominator, a single fire marksman rifle with medium damage penetration, ideal for medium armored bugs. I mean, the cosmetics were cool at launch, but they have since been surprised by newer warbonds. I would say I would give this probably like a B for right now. As to all these, it might change, so be on the lookout for that. Cutting Edge warbond. This warbond introduced arc resistance to armor. And this warband has mid skins, but its weapons like compensate for that. Like first we have the LAS-16 Sickle, a laser assault rifle with potential for unlimited ammo if you manage its overheating, effective against nearly every enemy aside its heavy armored enemies. Then we have the Plasma Punisher, excels at taking down bots, particularly any devastators encountered on the field. And then we have the Arc Bolt Blitzer, which it might seem average at first, but if you have the right arc build, it could perform remarkably well. We have the LAS-7 Dagger, a standard laser secondary, but it's reliable, but nothing extraordinary. Pretty simple. And then we have the Stun Grenade. I love the Stun Grenade. I like to pair the Stun Grenade with the anti-material rifle or a railgun to kill hulks or any devastator, any machine gun devastators. Cutting Edge, I'll probably put this same as B tier. Great weapons, cosmetics kind of mid. Then we have the Democratic Detonation warbond, probably one of the best warbonds in the game, just because it has a diverse arsenal, but mid skins. Our first weapon we got was the Adjudicator assault rifle, ideal for dispatching like medium armored foes. And then we have the Exploding Crossbow, offers excellent area of effect damage against clustered enemies, great for bots or bugs. And then we have the R36 Eruptor, a single shot explosive that deals with medium armor effectively, really good as well. Then we have the amazing GP31 grenade pistol, great for inflicting damage against fabricators or large bug holes. And then we have the Thermite Grenade, really good grenade against heavy enemies such as hulks, tanks, chargers, and bile tines. While the cosmetics decent, they don't match with the flashiness of like I said, the more recent warbonds. I'll probably give this a maybe A or S. S for right now, just because every weapon is really good. Next up, Polar Patriots. I like this warbond just because I feel like the cosmetics are inspired by like Stormtrooper skins, and then it also has like a solid lineup of weapons. Like it has a Tenderizer, dependable assault rifle with the design reminiscent of Starship Troopers. And then we have the SMG-72 Pummeler, an SMG that staggers enemies like stalkers, good for stalkers. Then we have the LAS Purifier, versatile in both single shot and rapid fire modes. It's well suited for medium armored adversaries. And then we have the P113 Verdict, a pistol reminiscent of the Deagle. It's a solid option against medium armor. And then we have the incendiary impact grenades, basically the same impact grenades but I mean fire damage now, really solid. I'll probably give this an A. And next up we have the Viper Commandos Warbond. I was really disappointed with this Warbond, just because it has the good thing is that it has one of the best cosmetics, inspired by Rambo and the swamp theme, Vietnam kind of theme, but the weaponry is a mixed bag. I mean, the first AR, the AR that we get with this Warbond, it's the basic Liberator with a faster rate of fire. It does okay. And then we have the SG-22 Bushwhacker, a mini sawed-off, effective only at close range against medium targets. It's alright. And then we have the throwing knife, probably the worst throwable in the game. I would say even the smoke grenades are better. I don't know. They just need to buff the throwing knife in some way. But I don't know. Excellent cosmetics, but the weapon lineup that leaves room for improvement. I'll give this a D tier, probably the worst Warbond in the game. And then next up we have the Freedom's Flame Warbond. This Warbond introduced fire resistance, a much needed resistance in the game since everybody was running the flamethrower. But first, for the first weapon we get the Cookout, a slugger shotgun, perfect for dealing with bugs and delivering broad fire based damage, area of effect damage. And then we have our first primary, the Flame 636 Torture, first primary flamethrower that on its own is kind of mid, but it can excel in a dedicated fire build. And then the P72 Crisper, a secondary, it's basically a pocket flamethrower, good against bugs, but I mean it's really good with the fire build, not on its own. I mean, it is a fiery theme throughout the whole Warbond. I would give this a C, just because it's only good against bugs, not against bots. Bots, different story. Then we have our Chemical Agents Warbond. I feel like most of these Warbonds are specifically for the bugs, but I don't know. I feel like the Chemical Agents Warbond, it's, as you can see, Chemical Agents, a gassing Warbond, and it's the first Warbond that introduced stratagems. The only weapon we got was a secondary. It was the P11 stim pistol, tailor made for Helldivers looking to adopt the medic role on the battlefield. If that works for you. And then we have the sterilizer, support weapon that basically a gas support weapon that sterilizes enemies. Doesn't really kill them fast. Not a fast killing weapon, but I mean, it's a good support weapon. And then we have the second stratagem, the guard dog breath, similar to the guard dog laser or the machine gun guard dog, but this variant shoots out gas. If you want to run that gas build with the gas, and also the gas grenade, I think was introduced into this Warbond. I mean, if you want to be a troll and run a full gas build, maybe fun to experiment, but I don't think it's very powerful on the battlefield. Overall, it's mid. We'll give this a C. Next up, we have the Truth Enforcers Warbond. I think this Warbond, Arrowhead probably took this from the Chaos Divers that were rampant, losing people's games when they nerfed guns. Like, it was when players were protesting the nerfs from the guns. People adopted this term called Chaos Divers. Like, I think the devs were poking fun at them, and they made Truth Enforcers probably one of the best top tier cosmetics. The first gun we got was the SG-20 Halt, a conventional shotgun that is good for medium armored enemies. And we have our first SMG that's good for medium armor. It's the SMG Reprimand. And then we have the Plas 15 Loyalist, which is a plasma secondary that shoots out energy, plasma, whatever you call it. It's alright. I mean, the guns are alright, but I mean, the only good thing about this Warbond is cosmetics. Probably top tier. I'll probably give this a C. Alright, now Urban Legends Warbond. This one came with the Illuminate, days after the Illuminate. I guess it broke new grounds because it introduced our first melee weapon, the stun lance, and it pairs good with the new stratagem, the directional shield stratagem. Good for secondary. If you want to run a pistol or run the stun lance and use a shield, protects you. Really good combo. I'm surprised that the secondaries are actually good in this game. Then we got the Flame Sentry. Personally, I think the Flame Sentry should have came out with the Freedom's Flame Warbond. It doesn't really make sense to release it with this Warbond, but no, I digress. And then we get our most powerful stratagem. Well, not most powerful, because you'll see why later on. This might be the most powerful Warbond. But Urban Legends introduced the anti-tank emplacement. I mean, if you put the anti-tank emplacement on a hillside of an automaton base, you can literally dismantle the entire fortress. Like, it's that powerful. I'll give this an A tier. Yeah, A tier sounds about good. Sounds about right, I mean. Then we have the Servants of Freedom Warbond, the latest Warbond that's out. Arguably the standout Warbond, and probably the most fan favorite. The cosmetics are great. They look like a priest, a badass priest running around that armor. And then we have the passive where you die, you explode. I don't know, it's kind of a troll passive, but it's whatever. You get a cool cosmetic. And then with the first weapon, we have the LAS Sickle doubled edge version, where the longer you shoot this weapon, you risk of self damage when overheating, but it's a risk reward weapon, because if you overheat this weapon to its max but you're shooting like a Hulk, it'll destroy it. But yeah, then we have the GP31 Ultimatum, a pocket orbital explosion capable of taking out jammers, detection towers, and low-key a bit overpowered, but I mean, it's basically like a pocket hell bomb, mini hell bomb, I would say. But yeah, best secondary in the game, GP31 Ultimatum. And then we have the fan favorite backpack portable hell bomb. You can use it to trigger, moments of heroism. Just go into a base and explode that thing. And then lastly, we have the secret grenade. This grenade actively tracks and homes on nearby enemies, or if you want to ping them, it'll go directly to the ping target. I mean, each Warbond not only brings its unique aesthetic, but, on weapons, I would say probably this S tier. Mobilize Warbond, I'm not really gonna rate it just because it came with the game. This is more of a representation of what you should be looking out for if you don't have these Warbonds, and what to buy first. In my opinion, you should go down this list. Start off with the S tier and then go make your way to the A tier, B tier, and then C tier, etc. Because with the S tier, you're getting great weapons. Same with the A tier, same with B tier. And then C tier, you start getting into just like trolley kind of weapons like Freedom's Flame. Only recommend if you like playing against bugs. These two, great for bugs. Truth Enforcers, mainly for bots. These three categories are Warbonds that you can use for all factions. These 6 Warbonds are really good for all factions. And then these last 4 are more situational. But yeah, that's my tier list, guys. What do you guys think? Drop in the comments below. What are your favorites? What would you rate these? What tier lists? I'm curious to know what you guys think of mine, and what would you make your tier list as?
She for the streets. Got green rocks, Frankenstein. Makes sense and none at the same time. You MC squared, I'm Einstein. I'm the new Johnny Cash, well, waterline.